The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan with the weekly perspective for the week ending 16 August 2024. Well, this week I'm going to start off on our Twitter page. As you can see, the Twitter handle here is at SilverGuru22, and almost all these posts are by yours truly. I only have access given to my webmaster, one other person. So there's that. What I really like about Twitter these days is that it takes me back to Web 1.0. When I started the original domain, silver-investor.com, every morning I got up very early, I'd scan the news, and then I would pick out 3 or 4 pertinent articles relative to the financial system, the economy, or precious metals, and then I would post those myself and put the hot links up there. And it took some time. I would say I've spent probably on average about an hour every morning doing that, and I enjoyed it. It forced me really to, keep my eye on everything and then again, post what I thought was the most relevant information for everybody for free. Twitter, it's so simple because I can just take something and just, in fact, if I like an article, probably 80-90% of the time, there's just a link there off to the side where I can post it to my Twitter or my LinkedIn or Facebook or what have you without having to do anything. Or maybe I can just cut and paste the URL and then, bring it over to my Twitter account and post it. So this week, I wanted to show you one that I reposted. This is from Elon Musk himself. It's showing, where are we with the dollar value destruction, you might ask. And it shows a silver dollar and then a silver certificate, which if you read it, says that on deposit in the U.S. Treasury, there is a silver dollar which you can obtain on demand by presenting this receipt for money. So that's money, and that's a receipt for money. And then that went away in 1965 as far as the coinage itself, but the actual receipts were actually good into 1968. You could actually go into the Treasury and retain silver for these receipts. And then, of course, they morphed into the Federal Reserve note. And this is when we see the beginning of the end. We're off, I wouldn't say a silver standard, but certainly the money was backed by silver. And then that ended in 65. And then the gold standard ended. And we had the anniversary, the 53rd anniversary recently, August 15th, 1971. So at that point, there was no tie to precious metals for the U.S. dollar at all. And that usually leads to a hyperinflationary environment, which Elon's pointing out that we're between the beginning of the end where we go full fiat to where the currency isn't accepted, which is the Zimbabwe note here. And then number 5, he shows some lead down here, which you can draw your own conclusion. I'll just leave it at that. So that's number 1. So number 2, Kurt Wuckert, who's on our Crypto Conspiracy, number 14, really worth a listen. I suggest you do that about Bitcoin and how it's been morphed from the original intent to where it is now. Big fan of Kurt. He's just a straight shooter, a good guy, and this tells it like it is. Moving onward, Bob Coleman. This is important if you're even if you're not in the precious metals, but especially if you are, that there's been a change in the rules as far as what type of delivery bars are going to be good, which will be eligible and which won't. You can read further on this post that Bob put up. But what he's indicating here, and I agree with him, is that it's very likely that there'll be a lot of people, refineries or funds or large holders of physical that will be moving these bars into the COMEX to get them on the shelves in the eligible category before the rule change. So something I think you should pay attention to. We have been doing free interviews, I should say free consultations, if you are a new member. and it's gone well, but I can only do them for so long. So we got about to the end of the month. So there's about 15 days left on that. I just did one, actually two yesterday, one with someone very high up in a certain religious order. And it's very interesting because it was a very lively conversation, but it reminded me way back long ago when I was in Las Vegas at the Money Show with Andy Schechtman of Miles Franklin. And he asked me, to dinner. And I said, yeah, sure. He says, well, wait, before you say yes, there's a woman from, and he named the religious order and how high up she was. And she worked on their financial books or their investment portfolio. And she wanted to have a conversation regarding, as you would imagine, precious metals. So Andy and I met with her. We had another lively discussion. So it's kind of interesting that these things pop up every now and again. Just thought I'd put that on my perspective. I'm going to switch over to the website and show you a couple things I posted on our Twitter feed. On our YouTube channel. So here we are on the landing page. Again, the free consultation will end the end of August. And here are quick links to our different channels, our Twitter, we're just on, YouTube, LinkedIn. There's not much on Facebook. And of course, this is the members login right there at the top. So if we just hit this for YouTube, we are here. And what I want to point out, as I have in the past, the community channel. So I will click that. And then on the community channel, I just posted this one. In fact, I'm actually not completely done with watching this myself. It's an hour and a half long. These two gentlemen do a great job on a breakdown of what's going on with the macro picture and the likelihood of potential civil war. It's not something I like to report, but it is lengthy. If you have time this weekend, you can put it on 1.2 speed or 1.5 speed or whatever, get through it quicker than an hour and a half, but it's really worth it. This one I said worth watching. This is Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger's take on Bitcoin, which is fairly interesting because there's other people that pipe in on that video. This has been taken down. Okay. Very often this happens. I'll find a video that I think is very pertinent and I'll put it on the community channel for everyone's benefit. And what will happen is it's too controversial. And the censorship do-gooders say, you can't have free speech. You have to take this down. So I'll have to remove that. And lastly, for this week, I had a long conversation with James Yeager, who's really the producer of The Silver Sunrise. We have basically everything we need to put the film together. We do have a couple more interviews that we'd like to obtain, and we're working on that. The goal right now is to finish all interviews by the end of September. And then from September onward, or I should say October, so October, November, most of December, he'll be doing all the editing. He has control over the film product. It's his baby. It's our baby, mine and his, and everyone has contributed, and it's for the public, obviously. Having said that, what I'm indicating is that he will be doing the editing to put it all together, and he wants to have it done before the end of December this year. So we're getting closer. Again, we have enough to start and finish, but again, have a couple of people that we're interested in getting on film before we start that process. And finally, I'll return to the main landing page here, and you can get to the blog, which is free. If you just hit the blog tab, you come here, which is, I don't know what the posts are. It's up there somewhere, 1,100 or so. Quite a few. Been doing this a long time. And again, I urge you to type in the crypto conspiracy up here in the search engine. And if you enter that, it will come up as the 30 podcasts that have done on a topic. They're older, but they're still pertinent. And I think it's really important that people understand what's going on in the crypto space and how much it's been centralized versus how it started out when Satoshi Nakamoto wrote the white paper. Pretty much a libertarian's dream. Just not that way anymore. I urge you to listen to number 14. I mentioned Kurt Wuckert earlier. Kurt gives verified basically everything that I had determined with help of others, as far as how the whole Bitcoin system has really been corrupted, as far as what the ideology was at one time and what it is now. So I'm going to leave it there. Try to keep these to 10 minutes. Metals are doing well. Gold hit a new nominal high of over 2,500. So congratulations to gold. On an inflation-adjusted basis, it could go 10 times that amount, believe it or not. If you read Jim Rickard's article, he does the base money supply divided by the amount of gold, so you have dollars per ounce, and comes out with a number. It's an arithmetic problem. You could do it in third grade and come out with a number. And of course, I did that, as I pointed out, about 25 years ago, and the number was 2,500, not 25,000. His exact number actually is 27,000. But that shows you how much printing of the base money supply there has been since the year 2000 to 2024. So again, coming back full circle to the Elon Musk post, we are very much where he points that arrow. We are between the going full fiat to a potential currency crisis where the currency is entrusted. People spend it as fast as possible because they don't want to be stuck with the old maid. We're not there yet. I know that many Americans are suffering, just trying to put food on the table because things cost so much. I'm well aware of what's going on. I'm just stating that the system it's rigged to fail. It really will fail from the beginning. It just takes time. And of course, the belief that the dollar will have purchasing power forever remains. And will the dollar go to absolute zero where it's absolutely worthless? I really doubt it. Before that happens, there will be a new system, and the new system is something I'll probably talk about on another video. Make a great weekend. This is David Morgan of themorganreport.com signing out. Hello, it's David Morgan again. The financial landscape has drastically shifted since the pandemic. The old rules, they no longer apply. Inflation is spiraling, and traditional investment paths aren't making you wealthy. You're watching your wealth diminish. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a passive spectator to your own financial decline. We're thrilled to announce an exclusive limited-time offer at the Morgan Report. For those who join us now as premium or mastermind members, you'll receive a complimentary 30-minute consultation with me. With decades of experience, I can help you navigate even the toughest economic climates. This is your chance to get personalized advice tailored just for you. But act fast, this offer won't last long. Whether you're looking to refine your current financial strategy or start fresh, this consultation could be the turning point. Imagine having direct access to insights that could safeguard and grow your investments during these volatile times. Signing up is easy. Just head over to themorganreport.com. As a member, not only will you get this exclusive consultation, but you'll also gain immediate access to the Morgan Report Opportunities, a resource where we share our top investment recommendations and strategies. Don't just take our word for it. New members can try us out for 30 days. If you find the consultation and advisory newsletter isn't for you, we'll refund your money. Remember, this offer is only available for a limited time. Don't miss your chance to get ahead in this uncertain economic climate. Join as a premium or mastermind member today and start your journey toward a more secure financial future. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the offer or your investment strategy, leave us a message. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and keep building your wealth.